Hello everybody and welcome to this beginner level tutorial in which I'm going to show you how in Fusion 360 we can create technical drawings of your design with the built-in drawing module. So I will run you through the process of how to prepare your design file and then switch to the drawing module so we could then create interesting views, for example, like this. Like an isometric view or a front view with some basic dimensions, or also isolating an individual furniture piece and then add dimensions or section cut or detail view. Because these types of quick technical drawing views are very often needed in industrial design product presentations. And they're very easy to do in Fusion 360. Now with all that, let me show you how this goes. So here's our beautifully designed furniture set. And now we would like to create an IKEA style technical drawing. The first thing what we have to do is make sure we saved our latest steps, because this saved file is then being loaded into the drawing module. To switch to the drawing module, after you click save, you can go to the workspace change menu, go to drawing and select from design. And then you see everything here is highlighted blue, full assembly. I can click on maybe select. I would like to select this stool that doesn't work. What is going on? So here actually I have to explain one thing for the moment. If we go to the left side, you see there's a cube that is the assembly. So the top. And then we have a folder with bodies, but these are not components. Traditionally, drawing modules prefer working with components because components can be counted, etc. But we are just in the process of designing something, and for illustration purpose, we want to create, as I jokingly said, some IKEA style technical drawings. So that's the reason why we can only select everything at once, but I will show you how we can still later only just make a drawing from a chair. Then let's continue to destination. We can work with inches and the sheet size is B, or we switch to ISO. Then, for example, here we have A3. So everything can be configured in here. Because the technical drawings are vectors, they are resolution independent. We can also work with a sheet size of A. So this is an 11 by 8.5 horizontal or vertical, and just click OK. Now actually Fusion is switching into the drawing module. On top, you see all the drawing tools, left side the tree, at the bottom the different pages, the right side the options for the views. And under the mouse cursor, we have a preview of our drawing from the front. But it's actually pretty tiny, so let's maybe make this 1 to 10. Much bigger. Very good. And just simply go to here. We would like maybe to have a nice I have, for example, here a 3D view which I created. So this one I would like to be on the first page there. Just click and click OK. Very good. Because we only want to create technical drawings, which we then can use for illustration purpose, we don't need all this other stuff here. So I select them with the mouse click and press delete. Then I double click my table drawing, and you see here this visible style. I switch to visible edges only. This was actually with hidden edges, or it shows then the material. And we can always override also the size. Cool. So I can click and drag this one down, for example, to center it a little bit. So this I could already export by go to export and PDF. Then I can load this into Illustrator or, for example, InDesign. Now I would like to create another sheet and maybe see everything from the front in a nice orthographic view. So here, we just add a new sheet. Then we click, go to that sheet, go to base view. Let's go back to 1.5, there we are, pretty big. And I know already I do not want to see the hidden edges, and click and say, okay, there we are. So that's a nice front view. If I want to, I can add some basic dimensions. So let's say this edge to this edge. That basically means the table is 20 inches high. Click, click, that's the width. Edge, edge, that's the width of the stool, the height of the stool, and so forth. When you add dimensions, try to make them very easy to read and try to line them up. Be nice to the person that has to read it. If I press escape, then I exit this dimension tool. If I then click on a dimension, I can move, for example, them around a little bit. And because I am in inches, so now this is 10 inches. Beautiful. Okay. Let's make a new drawing. And now I would like to bring in a stool. So there we are, base view. I will go to 1.5 again. There we are. Here, perfect. Click. Okay. And I now have folders here, so I can turn actually off this table, go to this folder, and then yeah, I can try to figure out which one is which one, which is not very convenient. So, but here's a simple trick. This document we have to save. There we are. So I save it. That's very important. Then I go to my design. Here is my folder for kind of like the seating units. Right click, make a new group. So I call this stool, and then I say you, and that one. So no, actually, and that one. So all these last 4 bodies I can select and drag into that stool. See if they're inside a folder now. And then I hit save, very important. And then I can go back to my drawing, and you will see here, hey, something changed. I get an error message. So click on this and you will see, oh, everything got updated beautifully. So all those now I can simply turn off. And there's my stool that I can bring to, maybe I leave this at the center. Because now we can create more projected views from it. So from maybe a side view, isometric bottom, isometric top view. See that it's actually a little bit too big. Maybe a bottom view. Okay, so we can say here, okay, thank you. This view, I will just delete. If I select this one and move this around, you notice that the left right views are kind of like moving with it, but the isometric views, those we can then actually move around, and we can also style them actually individually. So here you see this cannot move, and all those I cannot individually move, but I can style them a little bit, or get it actually from the parent. So now if I select this parent, double click and say here, shade it, then they're all shaded. Works really good. Man, this wood material is great. Cool. Okay, perfect. So for technical reasons, sometimes we want to make also section cuts or detail views. So here's, for example, a section view. I could say, so on this piece, so there's a midpoint, go straight down. Okay, and there it does a cut. Cool. If I click this one and bring this further down and bring this further up, you see how this then updated. So if I move this section cut around, it updates then also the cut, which is actually pretty cool. Okay. And here is a detail view. So if I would go, let's say, to here and say, maybe this detail there, create me here this view. Maybe this is way too small. 1 to 2 there. Okay. No, there we see detail B, section cut A, section cut A. And these arrows basically say how it's cut and how you look into it. Beautiful. This page is a little bit chaotic because technically speaking, everything what we wanted to do here was just create these individual vectors or illustrations of our design. Now and then again, we can just go to export and simply shoot it out. Yeah, and that basically is everything that is important to know as a beginner level for how to take your design in Fusion 360 and then create these beautiful IKEA style illustrations with via the PDF export. We get them into Illustrator or InDesign, and then we can select the individual edges, change colors, stroke thickness, and whatnot to make a nice industrial design product presentation. These were a lot of words, and I'm done. Perfect.